this full moon, this lunar eclipse, January 10th, 2020. 2020 has a good ring to it, doesn't it? I was meant to share this message for the past week, but I had to wait for that divine timing for it to be correct, and today felt correct. So, power. Power is another word for energy, right? And so as someone who works with energy and teaches you how to work with your energy and how to become a sovereign being, it is innately important to understand why you must look at systems of power and your relationship to them. So sometimes you may have seen certain words such as white supremacy, racism, colonialism, patriarchy, capitalism, right? Oppression, marginalization. These words may trigger and may bring up discomfort. And so recently I had a friend of mine who was talking about what I do and how I teach and share how to become a sovereign being. A sovereign being means to have supreme power over oneself. And he asked, why do we have to look at that? Why do you make it clear that we have to take into account all of these systems? And so I explained that why we do that, why we have to face what may feel hugely uncomfortable, is because once you connect or reconnect to being sovereign, once you learn how to connect to your power source, to your energetic body, truly, if you do not look at that, if you do not look at your other ways of understanding and connecting to power in general, it will be a hugely uncomfortable experience. And connecting to your power is not meant to be uncomfortable. Connecting to your power is your birthright. Connecting to your way of healing oneself, right? Because we are all healers. Connecting to and knowing how to protect oneself, how to clear yourself, how to ground oneself and connect to a greater understanding of energy, that is the earth itself. All of these understandings and teachings are here for you to actually move through and move past the old systems and actually allow yourself to heal what is it within to allow those old systems to truly collapse. So that new systems, new earth, new awareness can be put into place. And it's not going to be put into place by a new group of people arriving here. It's being put into place by us who are stepping up into becoming sovereign. So yes, in order to work and understand what this is, your energy, part of the work is to also look at and face your connection and how you relate to white supremacy, racism, colonialism, capitalism, patriarchy, all those big ones. Because those systems, as more and more people step up and actually take their power back and become sovereign, truly within their energy field, right? Those systems will naturally not have the support required to continue. And so, all in all, those systems will start to crumble and collapse around us, which we might be seeing right now is happening at times. So what does it mean to be stubborn? Now that you know why that is part of the work, because power innately is not bad, right? Power just has been shown to us. When I say that word, look at how you connect to that word. What is your definition? What feelings and thoughts come into mind and heart when you think of power? Right? And then realizing that power or energy is not like a Marvel comic movie showing of how someone needs it all and is needing to get all this power, and then they're like, I have all this power and now I'm going to explode and combust because I'm evil incarnate, right? We're shown a lot of interesting ways in from media to also in our actual entertainment systems of what and how we connect to power. So power is not innately evil. Power is simply energy, right? It's a way of being in and maintaining and being in supreme, I would say somewhat control, but control not over others, control over self, control over your actual functioning systems. That lovingly, that energetic body, right, lovingly works with all of them, right? Hence why you can connect to energy through physical means. Hence why you connect to energy through mindful means, as well as emotions, right? The energetic body unites all of these different parts of you. And so once you step into and take back your power, and I'll tell you, it's a really easy thing. Write down all the people that you think you have certain agreements with, that you, unbeknownst to you, have willingly allowed them part of your energy field. I teach about this in my Energy Fundamentals course, actually, that's coming up. So take a moment, and I know even the people pleasers might be like, but what? They need part of me. And it's like, no, they have their own energy source. All of us have this capacity to connect to this beautiful energy source that is part of this greater source, this greater earth, this greater universe that has that same type of energetic charge. Okay? So take a moment and look at all the people, be it relationships, be it work relationships, be it friendships, be it anything and everyone that you have, unbeknownst to you, allowed them into your energy field. Allowed them to kind of just like take what's needed when needed, and have left you either feeling drained, empty, or less than, all these type of old paradigm binary ways of sensing energy, right? And then just say out loud, right? Because there is power in word, there is power in your voice, there is power in your sound, because through your sound comes those united thoughts and feelings to actually create and do things. Say that you rescind, RESCIND, rescind that person, that circumstance, that old agreement. You rescind any permission you have given to that person to access your energy. You rescind it, you take it back. And as you start to take back and clear these old agreements, you will start to actually sense. There will be like these weird type of sensations, and that is meaning that you are taking back more of your energy. And once you've done that, right, then you need to learn how to actually maintain that so that it doesn't continue to leak out to everybody and give and feed those old systems of appropriation, those old systems of taking what is not yours, those old systems of taking someone else's power and then having power over them. right? One of my lovely teachers or mentors, Anelia Benz, one of her students termed power over others is poo. I love acronyms that make you laugh. So it is about then realizing that from taking all that back, right? It's not about then going, wah ha ha, I have so much power, I can now do that for, right? It is choosing this new. It is choosing to do it for the good of all, choosing to do it for not just personal benefit and personal gain, but for something that will better the whole planet, for something that will heal Mother Earth and assist her with all of that. Whew, I didn't realize all of this would be coming out. So, in this little message on power today, take a moment to rescind. Take back what is truly yours, your energy. From old agreements that maybe unbeknownst to you, you were just actually sharing part of you to so many other people. Even people that you love. And then from there, realize that you always have a choice. And I can't tell you to choose good, right? I can share that it would be beneficial because that's where we're headed. And more who are choosing good of all, and more who are choosing to work with their power for that alignment of spirit, since we are beings of light. We are star beings, right? So if you align to that type of understanding, then it is, I have a low power mode reminder, so I might have clicked up for a sec. But if, that's so funny, low power mode. Where was I? So we are beings of light. So if you align for the good of all, that is naturally then aligning and working with our creator energy. I speak of this in my creator stories, of how then with doing for the good of all and rescinding and taking back your full energy and becoming sovereign once again, that is when you can begin to actually connect to your full vibratory power and begin to sound out all that you truly desire to create. We are creators. We are healers. We have this incredible human body that allows us to sync the spiritual being that we are with the physical, the mental, the emotional. It is time to become sovereign once again. And at first, you may have to face what is uncomfortable. You may have to face how you relate, how you connect, how you have been oppressed, or how you have taken advantage of. All these systems of power. And then as you work for yourself and within yourself on building yourself back into the sovereign being that you are meant to be, no need to fall into fear zone of the systems that will begin to collapse around you. Do your work. And if you need help, there is no harm in asking. I am here. Much love.